According to the latest available statistics, residents of Delaware spent more money for their car insurance policy, more than the national average. Since your state, in this case, the state of Delaware, has no authority to fix the rates of your insurance, it means it is still possible for you to lower your car insurance cost or premium. Doing so requires you to know more about the requirements of auto insurance in Delaware. Once you know in details how the insurance system works in your state, you can make the necessary adjustment. Below you will find some essential information regarding the minimal coverage requirements of Delaware. Delaware and the application of tort system. You should be aware that the state of Delaware follows the tort system. This essentially means that someone must be held liable in the case of an accident. That party, who's at fault, is the one who will be responsible to pay for all the damages caused by the car accident. This can range from bodily injury to property damage. The state is enforcing this regulation so that drivers are protected sufficiently by car insurance company. Minimum liability coverage. In the state of Delaware, the residents are required by law to apply for minimum liability insurance policy. This is one way to show their financial responsibility. Owning the minimum liability insurance policy will make sure that the driver will be able to cover for all the damages that are caused by the vehicle accident. Unlike other states in the country that allow drivers to make a deposit at the local Department of Motor Vehicles as a way to self-insure, this is not the case in Delaware. In order to meet the requirements set by the state, getting liability insurance policy is the only way. Requirements of auto insurance in Delaware. In Delaware, residents are required to get insurance policy that meets the minimum requirements set by the state. Using the Formula 15/30/10 coverage to keep things simple and make it easier to remember, this means that the minimum coverage for property damage is $10,000. The minimum coverage for bodily injury per individual is $15,000, and the minimum coverage for bodily injury per accident is $30,000. If you choose to do so, it is more than possible to buy additional coverage for more protection. In addition to the minimum requirement above, residents of Delaware are required by law to get personal injury insurance that has a minimum value of $15,000 per individual and $30,000 for each accident. This personal injury protection, known also as PIP, will make sure that the driver can pay for any medical expenses that arise from the auto accident. Optional. When it comes to auto insurance in Delaware, the state does allow drivers and residents to make his or her choice of getting underinsured, uninsured motorist coverage. This means this is not something mandatory and merely optional. Though it is not required, it is worth to take a moment of your time to understand about the benefits of getting this type coverage. Getting underinsured, uninsured motorist coverage gives you protection in case you are involved in a car accident that is caused by a person who has no insurance or if the value isn't enough to cover for the cost of damages. This is something that you can check directly with your provider of auto insurance in Delaware. Conclusion. Now that you have read about the many requirements of auto insurance in Delaware, hopefully you get a better idea how the system works in general. You can also use this information to try and lower your car insurance premiums. Share this video and subscribe for more interesting auto insurance tips.